The old saying that crime pays has never been further from the truth. The European Union's tool to trace, freeze, and recover the proceeds of organized crime are leaving crooks with nowhere to hide. Organized crime is profit-driven. Criminal groups need money to finance their activities, and the beneficiaries of organized crime often try to avoid detection by spreading their assets across different countries. Hitting criminals where it hurts most, in the wallet, is therefore a strategic priority for the EU in the fight against money laundering. And it's why asset recovery is at the heart of Eurojust's mission. There are 4 stages to asset recovery: tracing, freezing, confiscation, and disposal. Since late 2020, the cross-border freezing and confiscation of criminal assets in the EU takes place under a specific EU regulation. All member states are bound by it, except for Ireland and Denmark, whose cooperation still takes place on the preceding EU legal basis. National judicial and law enforcement authorities have several options to go after criminals' assets. They can use everyday cooperation frameworks with other countries' financial intelligence units and asset recovery offices. They can also use European investigation orders to obtain financial and banking-related information in the 25 member states that use this instrument, and letters of request in the 2 member states, Ireland and Denmark, that don't. When it comes to tracing assets, Eurojust plays a vital role, whether bilaterally or across multiple countries. The agency acts as a conduit for financial and asset ownership information, enabling a swift and secure exchange of data. For the freezing of assets, Eurojust has years of experience advising on the practical and legal issues relating to freezing orders. The agency also helps to ensure these orders can be extended if needed, that assets are properly managed, and that the validity of a freezing order remains intact throughout the asset recovery process. At the confiscation stage, Eurojust advises on the most appropriate legal instrument and the documentation necessary for a prompt and legally sound confiscation. Facilitating the exchange of information necessary for the confiscation is also part of the agency's remit. And for disposal, Eurojust advises on the different legal avenues for returning assets, assessing value. When compensation or restitution to the victims of crime is an option, Eurojust can act as a platform for discussion and negotiation between national authorities. As the regulation governing asset recovery is relatively new, Eurojust can help with the most appropriate form, content and language for orders made under the regulation. The agency can advise authorities with legal and practical issues related to the regulation and help to decide whether to use the regulation's provisions or whether an alternative legal instrument could be more effective. When it comes to hidden assets, this depth of expertise and best practice at Eurojust, which strengthens the work of national authorities, is perhaps the best of all.